was a lot of excitement. It's appreciated. We don't usually get that much engagement, so that's very nice. With that, we're going to move to the next item on our agenda. It is residents wishing to speak. Do we have anybody signed up for residents wishing to speak? Is there a clicker that wants to speak?
No, he was fired. Yes, for the permit.
Okay.
I have Jana Rogers.
And if we could just give the speaker our attention, please, I'd appreciate it.
I can be loud.
They're gonna shut the back door. Gina. It's the same protocol.
Yes.
Name, address, 3 minutes, please. Go ahead.
My name is Jana Rogers. I live at 207 Downland Drive. I was just coming to speak in regards to the other hotel that's proposed. I feel like we in Salina are hopefully coming off of having 2 vacant hotels. And how we've seen how that impacts our community, having vacant hotels, and the crime and other things that can attract. So we currently have an additional hotel or expansion of a hotel being built on 7th North. And I feel like we as residents of Salina have quite a few hotel options already here. And currently, the county occupancy rate is about 62% from what I gathered, the most recent information. From what I found, the airport Holiday Inn Express, which is less than a mile away from the proposed new Holiday Inn, has a current occupancy rate of about 5%.
So it's the same one.
So I'm not sure why we would need to build another Holiday Inn Express so close when the current one can't fill the rooms that it has. I understand there is a imperative from the county to build hotels, and in light of Micron coming, I understand that. However, I feel that Clay and Cicero have much more area to develop for proposed hotels, and they would be closer to the Micron site, as opposed to us adding in a hotel in an already congested traffic area as well as business area.
If you don't mind, only because I gotta ask first.
Okay.
Mark, has this hotel been approved in front of our planning board?
No.
Okay. What I'm going to strongly suggest, because this board does not, we don't handle that. So I'm going to suggest that I'll let you finish your comments if you want to, but I'm going to strongly suggest that you go to our planning board during their site plan conversation to talk at that time, because they're the ones that make those decisions. Now, the property's already zoned. We don't change the zoning of the property. The property's zoned commercial. So a hotel can go there. That's a permitted use under that zoning. Our planning board is the one that does the site plan approval. They're the ones that make the decision. We have no input.
But with all due respect, your name was the one in the paper announcing the hotel.
Well, the Syracuse.com does a very good job following our town board agenda and our planning board agenda. And whenever there's something that's happening in the town, they call my
You're
office.
the ones, yes. So that's, as the board here, I think it's appropriate to voice this opinion. I know there's others that are also concerned about it.
Like I said, you can finish your comments. I'm just going to encourage you to go to our planning board so that way they can hear your comments.
That was pretty much all my comments. I'm all set. I think we really need to think carefully about adding additional hotels.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Anybody else?
Yes, I carry
Hello?
Hello? I'm gonna try not to walk into the football.
Hi, my name's Carrie Hinton. I own 715 Old Liverpool Road. My husband, Timothy Bumpus. I am here today because we have a significant problem with our parking lot. This building sat unused for multiple years, and over that time, large heavy vehicles that used to use them as a turnout have done what they have destroyed with our parking lot. Semis, construction vehicles, plows, anything that is not going to make it into the village should use us as a turnaround. We've been working on cold patching these segments of the parking lot to make it safe for my customers. We don't want anybody to hurt their cars, we don't want anybody to break an ankle, but it's fairly useless as long as these trucks keep coming through. So what I'm asking for as part of the solution is to place a conduit sign, northbound before you get to electronics parkway, telling trucks that trucks are not allowed in the village. So they have the opportunity to turn off onto electronics parkway and go to I-90 instead of turning around or that sign.
Okay. Alright, you, take that into consideration. Alright, I'll have our highways department look into it, okay? Is there anybody else that would like to speak? Okay. Alright, town board comments, first ward.
I'll make this quick, but Councilor Paul and I attended our first push ball tournament this weekend. It was a good time. Yeah, we had no idea what it was, so we appreciate the Hinsdale Fire Department for setting that up. I also was able to take my mother to the Northern Lights food trucks, and we look forward to making that a regular thing. So I just appreciate the community hosting these events.
Okay. Second ward comment.
I have no comments other than to agree with Haley that it was wonderful, push ball, and seeing all the fire departments out there and having fun.
Alrighty, third ward counselor.
Yeah, just a couple. So to comment on Dana there, sometimes what makes sense for a business doesn't make common sense for the residents. So I completely understand where you're coming from with a lot of that stuff. That the businesses have their numbers that they have to hit, but that's not always what the residents see as the best option that's out there. So that's where a lot of that confusion does come from. On another point, DEC has said that the skunk population is at an all-time high. For those that don't know, skunks can fit within a 2-inch diamond that you can see in a fence. So anybody that sees those little holes, please make sure you try to catch them up and be preventative so that you can keep them out of your yards. Also, any kinds of ways of keeping grubs and insects and other things out of your yards will help deter them as well. And there's some other things that you can look at. DEC has a lot of information that's out there for you. So there's been a lot of increase in dogs getting skunked lately. So please take your precautions while you're out there.
Alright, fourth ward counselor.
All right, thank you. I'm going to read a statement submitted by a constituent in the fourth ward, specifically Lynn Ward. This is going to be in regards to an incident that occurred over the weekend at a business, at a bar. My kids are scared to go to sleep at night. We won't go in the backyard at all. We can't drive down Gulfster to get home 3 or 4 nights a week. Let me know what I can do. If you're able to read this statement for me, please do. Thank you again. The bar seemingly only draws a crowd filled with the lowest elements of the area. Music with the bass turned up to the loudest custom sound systems and cars allow until 3 a.m. Cars double parked so close that I have to reverse and go down a different street just to get to my home anytime after 8 p.m. on most nights. Broken beer bottles and trash in our streets and yards. Fights and screaming at all hours, waking us up. A laundry list of violent crimes, including stabbings, and now yet another incident of gunshots less than 80 yards from where my children sleep. Listen, no, there were 8 shots fired. Cases were found on site, and the ballistics was taken by law enforcement. My 8 and 6-year-old children are scared to go to sleep at night, won't play in our backyard at all for fear of being killed. Money is irrelevant, but it does add even more to the insanity that we pay over $11,000 in taxes to live like this. Now, these are my comments. I don't know, perhaps they have crispy fried tostados that they sell at this bar that makes it so appealing for people to go to. This isn't the first time we've had a problem with this establishment. I know, thank you to our town attorney, we're gonna work on some type of nuisance law to work together with the landlord that wants to evict this tenant. We've been very successful with our tobacco law, and I look forward to working with this board and the town attorney to kind of curb this and to make our streets safer. As that's what we strive to do.
Yeah, that's something that the code task force committee did drop the ball on, continuing to try and do the nuisance law, so thank you for bringing that back up.
I appreciate the comments. All right, with that, we are gonna go to the rest of the agenda. I personally don't have any comments. I just would say, again, I appreciated the input from the residents that spoke today. I think that we're going to have productive conversations over the next month. I'm hopeful that we can find some creative solutions. But as long as we don't have any timeshares in the town of Salina, we have. So we have some things to work on over the next month. Do we have a motion to approve the June 23rd, 2025 minutes? Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor? We have a motion to approve the July 10th, 2025 special meeting minutes. We have a second. All in favor? There are 2 abstentions. Yeah. All right. 2 abstentions for that one. The next is consider approval of a fill permit for 509 Factory Ave.
I went out to look at that. Property owner has 3 dump trucks. Solar must allow us more areas where it's the property that we bring to select issues.
Do we have a motion? Do we have a second? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor House?
Aye.
Counselor Paul?
Yes.
Counselor Cicero?
Yes.
Counselor Carn?
Yes.
Supervisor Farrell?
Yes. Consider a revocable license for 413 Old Cold Road.
I went out to look at this. There's a drainage easement that was left open. There's a gap in the fence, which local kids are using as a freeway to go between neighborhoods. So it's probably going to get closed off on this property to keep the kids out back there so they enjoy it. There's catch basin there. Just not good. Another drainage area.
Okay. All right. Then we have a motion.
Motion.
We have a second.
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor House?
Aye.
Counselor Paul?
Yes.
Counselor Cicero?
Yes.
Counselor Carn?
Yes.
Supervisor Farrell?
Yes. Anything else? First item on town attorney, a resolution scheduling a public hearing for a local law that amends the accessory structure requirements. This will be scheduled for August 25th at 6:32. Okay. Any comments, or do we have a motion to schedule this public hearing? Do we have a comment?
I'm just saying this is something that came in front of the code task force committee through the codes department and the zoning board. It's something that'll help clean up a lot of issues that have happened for special permits and things along those lines.
Alright, so we have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
Alright, clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor House?
Aye.
Counselor Paul?
Yes.
Counselor Cicero?
Yes.
Counselor Carn?
Yes.
Supervisor Farrell?
Yes, I just want to ask, are you with a specific, what item on the agenda are you with? Just want to
I am two, but under the second heading, zone change for 3705 Road.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Alright, I just wanted to,
Appreciate it.
yeah. So I'm gonna tell you the truth here, for your sake. You're more than welcome to stay if you want to, and then after the meeting, somebody may chat with you, and that's completely up to you. We are just gonna be scheduling your public hearing for the next meeting. That's the one that you're gonna wanna make sure you're at, because you're going to present at that one, and then we'll take questions on that. So we're not gonna have you present tonight, but if you are here at the end of the meeting, and one of the board members wants to engage with you and answer some questions, it'll be beneficial, and probably will keep them up to speed before our public hearing, okay?
Yeah, I can do the card too.
Yeah, that'll work, however you wanna do it. I just saw you there and I saw that and I wanted to
I
make sure.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
My time anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, next item is a resolution authorizing the scheduling and conduct of a public hearing pursuant to section 1411B3 of the New York Not-for-Profit Corporation Law in connection with the proposed transfer of a certain town property to the Salina Redevelopment Corporation. Well, Joe, thank you for that one. Yeah, I think we could have used some money.
pronounce your enunciation.
I messed up a couple times. I had a tongue twister in there. All right, do we have a motion? Do we have a second?
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Dallas? Aye. Counselor Paul?
Yes.
Counselor Ciccarelli?
Yes.
Counselor Carney?
Yes.
Supervisor Farrell?
Yes. The next is a resolution scheduling a public hearing for August 25th at 6:33 p.m. For local law adding to a no parking zone.
What a request for our town highway superintendent.
Town highway superintendent would like to do no parking on Myers and Town Line.
Yes. Yep.
But this is, again,
It's a 100 block.
but this is just to schedule the public hearing for it. Do we have a motion?
Motion.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Dallas? Aye. Counselor Paul?
Yes.
Counselor Ciccarelli?
Yes.
Counselor Carney?
Yes.
Supervisor Farrell?
Yes. For the gentleman in the back, please silence your phone. Alright, next one is a resolution scheduling a public hearing for a local law. Resolution scheduling a public hearing, it's gonna be August 25th at 6:34. For a local law for a change of zone from C2 to C3 at 3705 Brewerton Road. Do we have a motion? Do we have a second?
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Dallas?
Aye.
Counselor Paul?
Yes.
Counselor Ciccarelli?
Yes.
Counselor Carney?
Yes.
Supervisor Farrell?
Yes, we got a lot of public hearings at our next meeting. This next one is a resolution scheduling a public hearing, which will be on August 4th. It's gonna be a special meeting at 9 a.m.
Yeah, we can do it early.
At 9 a.m. for a local law extending the term of town supervisor from 2 to 4 years. This board is not going to make that decision. This is a public hearing for the board to pass the local law, so it will go on the ballot this fall. And the general public, when they vote for their town board and town supervisor candidates, will also be voting whether or not they want to make the town supervisor a term of 4 years. It's currently a 2-year term. Every town board member is on a 2-year term. The reason why only the supervisor is being considered for a 4-year term to be on the ballot rather than all of us, because we have a ward system. And our understanding from New York State law is the ward system does not allow for board members, they have to only do 2-year terms. So if it wasn't a ward system, if they served at large, they would be able to do a 4-year term. Correct?
Yeah, that's correct. That's based on the research of our prior town board, or town attorney, as well as the fact that I can't find any attorney general or comptroller guidance that allows us to extend awarded board members term for 2 to 4 years.
Perfect. But the town supervisor is at large, obviously. So, again, this board is not going to be extending the term of the supervisor. It's going to be item on the ballot to be voted on by the public this fall. Don't usually take questions, but for the sake of it, I will.
Just a quick one, are there any term limits for the supervisor or any of the board?
We have no term limits here in town currently. That is something that could be considered.
The term limit's 2 years.
So, well, and I will take one more for the
Sorry.
sake of it. We've had active, I'm gonna
Just-
ask you to wait till the end of the meeting if you don't mind, okay?
Just to clarify, it wouldn't be for that current year election?
It would take place January 1st.
Well, I've been looking into that right now, I'm still trying to figure out whether, because there's been an odd even year lawsuit that's happened,
Right.
so, and there's still some uncertainties there, so we're fleshing that out right now, whether it can take effect immediately, or whether it will take effect in 26, so I'm looking through that, and hopefully have resolution.
Okay.
So that's with the New York State law.
Yes.
It's indeterminative.
Yes.
But irrespective of that, we're putting it on the ballot, hopefully, to have the general public decide if they want their supervisor, regardless, to serve 4 years when they're elected. Or keep them only at 2 years. Do we have a motion to schedule that public hearing for August? And the reason why it's August 4th at 9 a.m. is because the timeline, we need to have this resolution, we need to have this local law to the Board of Elections for them to include it on the ballots. So there's a timing issue on it. We have to send it over to them by Monday, August 4th. If we don't do it by August 4th, it will not be on the ballot next year. So we're trying to make sure we do that. All right? So with that, do we have a motion? Do we have a second?
Second, really quick, if someone cannot attend that and they want to submit comments
Yes.
to the town board.
Yeah, submit them to the town board. You can submit them to my office, supervisor at salina.ny.us, and I will forward them all to the town board members as well. Okay? And again, I can't stress it enough. We are not making that decision. We are putting it out to the public for them to vote on this fall. Okay? All right. Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Thomas.
Aye.
Counselor Paul.
Yes.
Counselor Sisseton.
Yes.
Counselor Carter.
Yes.
Supervisor Farrell.
Yes. The next is a resolution authorizing the town supervisor to enter into an intermunicipal agreement outside under. Is this? Okay, alright. Intermunicipal agreement, outside user agreement for the provision of water services for properties within the Glenview subdivision, subject to final legal approval. This is an agreement for water to service the new housing development behind Dunkin' Donuts on Route 57. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Thomas.
Aye.
Counselor Paul.
Yes.
Counselor Sisseton.
Yes.
Counselor Carter.
Yes.
Supervisor Farrell.
Yes. The next is a resolution to ratify. Hold on. The next is a resolution to ratify phase 1 and phase 2 and to provide approval for phase 3 of 100 Buckland Road. This is the Will and Bomber factory. Previously, in what we're ratifying is phase 1 and 2. I did put it in here. And we have the developers here as well. If there's questions from the board. Phase 1 is the brick building that is almost completed or is completed. The building directly behind it, and the 2 buildings directly behind that, and the parking and driveways surrounding them. Phase 2 was the soccer center in the back, and the parking lot that services the soccer center in the back. Phase 3 is pretty much for the rest of the property, except for the piece of the property where you guys have buildings 9 and 10 proposed that are both within Salina and the city of Syracuse. That'll be phase 4 at a later time. Phase 3 is for the rest of the property. And my understanding after conversations with the developers is you guys are itching to begin work on the restaurant brewery that is proposed in phase 3, which is in the building where the Candlestick is currently, correct?
Correct.
And you're hoping to start work on that this year? Okay. Yeah. And you can't start work on that, and you obviously can't start work on that unless we approve phase 3. So, with that, I will ask if the board has any questions.
Motion.
So we have a motion. I wanted to say one quick thing. The first building looks beautiful. I have been inside of it. You guys have a model apartment that you're going to be showing soon to start renting out, correct?
That's correct. There'll be pictures up on the website. We're going to be advertising photos, detailing some of the work that's taking place, past, present, and future. So we're looking forward to publishing all that information.
All right, beautiful. Yeah, for the general public that's interested in looking at it, and obviously future tenants that are interested in renting there, this is a pretty remarkable project. This is a brownfield site, the former Will and Bomber factory, but obviously they did more than just produce candles there. They had red oil there, glycerin, stearic acid as well. So what you guys are repurposing this site into is pretty awesome. It's pretty remarkable. This has been a long, tedious project. Obviously much more difficult for you folks than it has been for the town, but I'm happy to hear that you guys are moving to the third phase and that the first building is actually turning the corner where we're going to start seeing some life on that property. So congratulations to your progress. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, we have a motion.
For clarity's sake, we just break up the, I'll tell you what the resolution is to break them up. So, motion, Mr. Favor, since you're here, can I just put this on the record? Phase 1 has already been approved, correct?
Correct.
And it has not changed from?
It has not changed.
Okay. And phase 2 has also been approved previously, and it has not changed?
Correct.
Alright, so, let's make the motion before the board is a motion to ratify phase 1 and phase 2. So,
So we have a motion for that. Do we have a second? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Downs?
Aye.
Counselor Paul?
Yes.
Counselor Ciccarelli?
Yes.
Counselor Kern?
Yes.
Supervisor Farrell?
Yes.
all right, and then as far as phase 3 goes, we do need to make a secret determination on that. So, motion to designate the action as an unlisted action, and also to designate the council and town board as lead agency for purposes of the secret.
We have a motion. We have a second? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Go ahead, Joe.
The applicant did submit a part 1, so I'll read a series of questions. If the answer is no or small impact, then we'll incorporate the answers for part 1, and I'll read the questions. If there's no answer, I'll assume the answer is no or small impact from the board. Will the proposed action create a material conflict with adopted land use plan or zoning regulation? Will the proposed action result in the change in use or intensity of use of land? Will the proposed action impair the character or quality of the existing community? Will the proposed action have an impact on the environmental characteristics that cause the establishment of a critical environmental area? Will the proposed action result in an adverse change in existing level of traffic or affect existing infrastructure of mass transit like a walkway? Will the proposed action cause an increase in use of energy and fail to incorporate reasonably available energy conservation or renewable energy opportunities? Will the proposed action impact existing public-private water supplies, public-private wastewater treatment facilities? Will the proposed action impair the character or quality of important historic, archaeological, architectural, or aesthetic resources? Will the proposed action result in adverse change in natural resources? Will the proposed action result in an increase in potential for erosion, flooding, and drainage problems? Will the proposed action create a hazard to environmental resources or people? Based upon the answers provided in part 1 by the applicant, as well as the answers just given by the town board, does anyone want to make a motion at this time? For purposes of secret, finding no significant impact.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, and then the resolution before the board is resolution through phase 3 is presented at the meeting, subject to final engineering approval.
Motion.
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Downs? Aye. Counselor Paul?
Yes.
Counselor Ciccarelli?
Yes.
Counselor Kern?
Yes.
Supervisor Farrell?
Yes, and this was subject to final engineering approval, okay? All right, next is a resolution granting authorizations related to New York State Consolidated Funding Application.
This came at the request of McCall's office. We're applying for grant funding.
Mark, what are we applying for from the code's office, CFA wise? Consolidated funding application. Resolution granting authorizations related to New York State Consolidated Funding Application.
Yeah, we need that to, for ADR to move forward.
This is for our comprehensive and rezoning.
Correct.
So this is for fund, this is a grant that we've applied for to supplement our comprehensive planning committee and our rezoning committee for the entire town of Salina. Do we have a motion?
Motion.
Do we have a second?
Okay.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Downs?
Aye.
Counselor Paul?
Yes.
Counselor Ciccarelli?
Yes.
Counselor Kern?
Yes.
Supervisor Farrell?
Yes. Anything else?
One more, we do have to authorize expenditure of remediation fee related to Lake Creek. I did talk to the comptroller before the meeting, we do have this money set aside in the 25 budget, so it should not be an issue. I just need the town board to authorize us to expend the $16,600.
So this is budgeted for, but because of what the expense is, we just have to authorize it. Is there a motion? Is there a second?
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Downs?
Aye.
Counselor Paul?
Yes.
Counselor Ciccarelli?
Reluctantly, yes.
Counselor Kern?
Yes.
Supervisor Farrell?
Yes. All right, the next is approved budget modifications and transfers as listed. We have a $7,000 transfer from dog warden SPCA contract over to building and equipment. According to new property maintenance laws, we need to fully enclose our dumpsters. The town board recently made all existing properties that have dumpsters to have a dumpster enclosure. Previously, we passed the dumpster enclosure law, but we grandfathered properties that had dumpsters without the enclosures to be exempt from it. That has now sunset, and all dumpsters on properties need to be enclosed, including the towns. We have dumpsters here and at our highway department. So the $7,000 is to enclose our dumpsters. The next transfer is $265.18 From tech support, call support, and certificates and miscellaneous information systems equipment. Several computers this year are going to be incompatible with Windows 11 upgrade. We need to purchase 2 laptops for the immediate future to make sure that our high-risk users are supported. As Windows 10 is end of life is coming in October 2025. $265.18 is the additional needed to purchase these 2. And the last $18,400 is the unallocated insurance in our highway fund towards highway improvements engineering line. This is to create and establish a budget for the proposal and design for the sidewalk improvements. This is for the net planning report for the sidewalk extension, with the ultimate plan of us creating sidewalk districts and creating sidewalks in certain neighborhoods to make them safer and more walkable. We have a motion? We have a second? Clerk, please call roll.
Counselor Thomas?
Aye.
Counselor Paul?
Yes.
Counselor Cicero?
Yes.
Counselor Carney?
Yes.
Supervisor Curry?
Yes. The next is a motion to create the Old Liverpool Road Brownfield Opportunity Capital Project. We have a motion?
Motion.
We have a second?
Second.
Clerk, please call roll.
Counselor Thomas?
Aye.
Counselor Paul?
Yes.
Counselor Cicero?
Yes.
Counselor Carney?
Yes.
Supervisor Curry?
Yes. The next is a motion to loan $162,000 from the Part-Town Fund until the New York State DOT reimburses us for the Old Liverpool Road Brownfield Opportunity Capital Project.
Motion.
We have a second.
Second.
We were given a $162,000 grant for this. We will be reimbursed this money after we complete the project. We have our clerk who's over there.
Counselor Thomas?
Aye.
Counselor Paul?
Yes.
Counselor Cicero?
Yes.
Counselor Carney?
Yes.
Supervisor Curry?
Yes, the next 2 items for the sake of it are going to sound identical. It's because we're doing the Brownfield Opportunity area on another portion of the town. That was Old Liverpool Road. The next portion is Brewerton Road, and it's the same amount of money. So do we have a motion to create the Brewerton Road Brownfield Opportunity Capital Project? Do we have a second?
Second.
Clerk, please call roll.
Counselor Thomas?
Aye.
Counselor Paul?
Yes.
Counselor Cicero?
Yes.
Counselor Carney?
Yes.
Supervisor Curry?
Yes, and a motion to loan $162,000 from Part-Town Fund until the state reimburses of Brewerton Road Brownfield Opportunity Capital Project. Clerk, or we have a motion. We have a second.
Second.
Clerk, please call roll.
Counselor Thomas?
Aye.
Counselor Paul?
Yes.
Counselor Cicero?
Yes.
Counselor Carney?
Yes.
Supervisor Curry?
Yes, the next one is a motion to approve the updated community center capital project. This is all money that's there. We did the recent bond, and we just have to have it reflected on our capital project. Do we have a motion?
Motion.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Thomas?
Aye.
Counselor Paul?
Yes.
Counselor Cicero?
Yes.
Counselor Carney?
Yes.
Supervisor Curry?
Yes, the next is to consider a proposal submitted by AAA Quick Plows and Lawns for 2025-2026 cleanups. We have a motion?
Motion.
We have a second?
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Thomas?
Aye.
Counselor Paul?
Yes.
Counselor Cicero?
Yes.
Counselor Carney?
Yes.
Supervisor Curry?
Yep. Consider a proposal submitted by AAA Quick Plows and Lawns for 2025-2026 board house. We have a motion? Second?
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Thomas?
Aye.
Counselor Paul?
Yes.
Counselor Cicero?
Yes.
Counselor Carney?
Yes.
Supervisor Curry?
Yes. The next is consider waiving the 30-day waiting period for a liquor license for Butterburger located at 920 Old Liverpool Road. We kind of had precedent doing this. Is there any comments? We have a motion to waive the 30-day.
Motion.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Thomas?
Aye.
Counselor Paul?
Yes.
Counselor Cicero?
Yes.
Counselor Carney?
Yes.
Supervisor Curry?
Yep. Consider a temporary road closure for 4010 Pawnee Drive, or 4017 Pawnee Drive on Friday, August 22nd, 2025, 4 to 9 p.m. for a neighborhood block party. Do we have a motion?
Motion.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Thomas?
Aye.
Counselor Paul?
Yes.
Counselor Cicero?
Yes.
Counselor Carney?
Yes.
Supervisor Curry?
Yes, the next is consider seasonal appointments submitted by the highway department. It was on there last time for December 31st. We did it to September 1st. Talking with the highway supervisor, it was a clerical error. It was meant to be to October 31st. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Thomas?
Aye.
Counselor Paul?
Yes.
Counselor Cicero?
Yes.
Counselor Carney?
Yes.
Supervisor Curry?
Yes, the next is to consider acceptance of the audit report for the town justices. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Thomas.
Aye.
Counselor Paul.
Yes.
Counselor Pizarro.
Yes.
Counselor Carney.
Yes.
Supervisor Farrell.
Yes, the next is to approve the cleanup orders as listed on the agenda. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Thomas.
Aye.
Counselor Paul.
Yes.
Counselor Pizarro.
Yes.
Counselor Carney.
Yes.
Supervisor Farrell.
Yes, the supervisor's report is included in the agenda and you all have it. Is there a motion to adjourn until August 25th at 6:30 p.m.? Is there a second? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, folks. Have a good one.